YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, back in Total War Attila. Actually, still loading in. There we go. Just got into the Himyar campaign. Obviously, we are at peace still with the Sassanids. That won't last, and I don't intend for it to last. I intended just more of this to be like an interim period where I could build up my wealth. Doubt that I've done the world's best job of that, but we're doing it. So this army is on the way back from having burned the Garamantian capital to the ground. And I'm going to move back here and get rid of their last nuisance armies that are in my territories. And we should be able to settle this province down, which will be nice. I'm trying to think what else we should do. I've got this fleet that was waiting here on a turn-in to recoup a little bit before we go try and smack down on Gortyna. We also burned Constantia. I'm probably close to a turn-in here. I mean, I have movement with a lot of these guys, and I'm not ready to re-attack the Sassanids just yet. I want to make the most of this. Let's build up a little money and remind myself that I'm researching. Now, some of you are saying that you can research this stuff too, and that CA was, I mean, pretty much stupid enough to not make it to where it undoes the other, because really it's obviously supposed to be religion specific. Like this one's supposed to be specific to Judaism, this one to Semitic paganism. But someone was saying that they made the obvious blunder of you can basically just do both, and there's no negative impact. In fact, you get positives, which that sounds about right with the level of attention that was given to some of the things in Attila that needs to be patched. This does not surprise me, not a lot at least. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn. I do need to get some buildings built to train characters from. I keep saying that, and then I never end up doing it. That was the wrong thing. Hang on, someone told me that... Okay, yeah, you can reset that right there. He's not a governor, so that's not going to do any good. I guess I need to unlock these just so I can start coming down this other tree. So there we go, whatever. Alright, let's end the turn. That way I can finish mopping up the Garamantians here. At least that'll be one task completed. The Sassanids sailed out to resettle Constantia. Oh well, another target for me later on. I'll let them spend the money to rebuild it, and then I'll simply take it from them. This does not bother me one bit. Speaking of Garamantians, here comes their fleet. They want to engage me in a fleet action. They've got a bunch of desert heavy corsairs. They actually have a ton of artillery ships, which may or may not be advantageous for them. I mean, I have just as many ships as they do. I just don't know how well mine stack up. I mean, they have a lot of artillery ships where I have a lot more of these, so if their artillery can't land hits, I might be able to win. Let's go ahead and fight it. It's the whole point of having a navy here. I haven't fought a lot of naval battles. I'm sure that I'll manage to do quite poorly, but do what I can. I'm going to lead, I guess, with my heavy vessels. I'll take the light vessels around and try and get to the artillery ships. The AI has chosen to fight in poor weather, which is pretty standard procedure for them. I think they just take whatever weather is given to them without thinking twice. My general... Keep the general back, though. Yeah, I do not have as many artillery ships as the enemy. We can still use flaming shot despite the rain. That makes a lot of sense if you don't think about it. Alright. Well, I suppose it could if you had the right materials to do so. So I suppose it does make sense. If you had oil or something like that, it'd just be hard to keep something lit to begin with. Okay, so all their artillery ships are in the center. A lot of their melee ships are on the sides. Let's see if I get any good hits right off the bat here. Did get a couple of hits. I don't want to sit back for too long with my ships, because I'm going to take a beating like I did there. Huge beating. Ooh, that ship right there is getting hammered. Try and sail around here. Okay, so we're meeting for some boarding actions in the center. I'm not getting a lot of micromanagement done. Let's pull these around. I'm going to target some of their artillery vessels. Let's see if we can board one of these artillery ships. Try and board that one. Just kind of bring my skirmish ships around to hopefully deal some damage. Let's go ahead and get my general into action. My artillery is ignoring my fire orders and just firing at what's closest to them. This is probably not a good thing. Looks like I'm pretty well losing this fight. At least that's just what I'm gathering. This flank's not bad. There's going to be so many enemy artillery ships, though, that I don't know if this is going to go well for me. I have boarded one of the artillery ships. Let's take our general, maybe see if we can do the same. Let's try and board their general. Can I reload? Let's go ahead and reload. Let's board here. I've lost all my artillery ships. This is great. Is there some reason why you're not boarding them whenever I've given the order several times? I mean, you're right on top of them. Seems like a relatively simple task to accomplish. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of some of their artillery ships. Let's bring some assault ships back around. Let's get moving with these guys. We've managed to sink a number of their ships over here. It's pretty good. Okay, my ship just routed there. Come on. I think we lost my general. Yep, he surrendered. They can shoot the artillery that close? Holy crap. These guys not going to a boarding mode? Seems pretty craptacular. Wow, yeah, their artillery ships carried the day. Artillery ships apparently are quite bueno. And Attila? I'm gonna have to reload the ammo on these guys. Otherwise, let's see if we can get rid of their couple little ships here in the center. This ship came back from routing. I've got a couple ships here, actually. We might still be able to get lucky. Let's just keep this ship back here behind him. Apparently can't do anything else. There's no... Can we turn off fire at will? Nope. Still no boarding action. I know they're not a good boarding vessel, but... A vessel. Come on, get moving. What are you waiting on? Okay, get up here. That'll at least keep those artillery ships busy back there. I don't even know what's going on. This is so glitchy. This ship is stuck. Yeah, stuck on an enemy ship. Okay, the artillery ships are almost out of ammo, so this bodes well for me unless they can board me. What are you shooting at a routing unit for? Wish that slinger ship could do anything of value. And okay, you know what? Just are you gonna board or what? I think they're boarding here, even though it doesn't show it. Once again, makes a lot of sense. I think their artillery ship's out of ammo, but yeah. Alright, so the Garamantians use their artillery ships for victory. That's fine. I'll know what to build next time. I'll just put plenty of artillery ships in and be able to return fire. So, we've got enough to build another navy. Not the end of the world. Garamantians took some losses doing that too, and it'll take them a while to rebuild that. Take me a little while to rebuild my stuff too, though, to be honest. But all that really means is it just delays the destruction of Gortyna. So... won't last forever. Wish I had some fire ships or something. I don't know, anything useful. That naval battle crap, though, is so glitchy. It's like ridiculously glitchy. These forces keep getting taken out by agents. So let's. Or no. That was my admiral. Never mind. He was killed in battle. I thought another enemy agent had got me there for a second, and I realized, hey, stupid, you just fought a battle. Your admiral died. Let's see what we got going on here. Now, we do have a Greek fire Dromanarian. Wonder if it's any good, is the question. Obviously, artillery ships are good. So what is the difference between these? One has 2 artillery pieces on it, huh? Artillery Dramon, a battery Dramon. So that's pretty handy. And you know I'm all about this. We're gonna get a bunch of that crap. And a couple of fire ships with Corsairs. Let's take, let's let some of those ships heal. And the rest of these guys drum on warship. Eastern Boatman. Ooh, those guys look pretty good. Expensive upkeep, but looks like a powerful ship. There we go. That fleet will be filled back up. It's going to cost me a whole lot of upkeep for all those ships, but heck, it looks like a lot of fun. Let's try it. And then maybe in the next naval battle we can get some work done. Spent a lot of money there. We finished our research. Sure enough, you can do both of them. Thanks for the comment. They're like, it's funny because someone's teasing me. They're like, Air's just thinking this rather than actually trying it. That's a good point. You would think that the engineer might think to actually try it, but hey, what do you know? Let's see, what was I going to build here? What would I need to build here? We've got sanitation. Can't get a whole lot more food out of this province because we've got camel farms. Let's see, let's just build the local industry. And I'm going to save a little money because I need it for these research things. Let's see, it's a governor. There's really nothing here for the governor. So forget it. There we go. Molten waves. Is that what we call ourselves? So, oh, they're saying their integrity is low because they lost that battle. Well, go ahead and decimate. Disease outbreak. Sweet. We have consumption. That means eating each other, right? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't know what's happening there, but it was happening. We don't know what. It's going to take quite a few turns to put that navy back together, but when I do, I believe it'll be superior to what the Garamantians had. Be very curious to find out how the Garamantians are continuing to fund such a fleet, as it would be extraordinarily expensive. But since when has the AI been concerned about funding? Those guys spin like a political party that has a death grip on power. Spread to Dimantha. Good. Religious sanctions. It's always good when a little disease spreads around. Spread the wealth. How did it spread between these two? Trade route, probably? Yeah, not really sure. My men have consumption. Okay, I don't even know where that song was coming from, and I don't think it was a good one. We have a militia encampment here. That hurts my overall food in this province, too. We probably don't want the militia and cancel construction. Yes, I want to cancel it. I want to tear that down so that we can put in... I do want that levy center somewhere, but not there. That's a poor place to have it. And honestly, we have positive food here for the time being, but not for long. Thread maker and a dye maker. We probably don't need both of those. It seems like a waste. Let's start tearing that down and rebuilding it into... That's where we'll put the levy center. And we'll put another farm in there. Okay. Let's see if we can get rid of this Garamantian army here. Get the heck off my land, you posers.
On the move, my lord.
Alright. So we've taken care of them. We completed this research. Which all this stuff should just be good for me. This is ridiculous. I mean, this is going to help a lot. Like, a whole lot. I can't believe that they let you do this. It's utter stupidity, but I'm going to take advantage of it, and I appreciate whoever mentioned it to me. That's the last time I think logically when it comes to a Total War game. Obviously. Palestina, let's just kind of hang off here. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Let's see, General has another trait. Just kind of open up to try and get down to some of these higher level ones. Plus, this will help my Navy get finished up and hopefully back into action. Get through a few turn-ins quick. Might as well, since we're not at war with the Sassanids at the moment. That Navy could be handy in taking Antioch as well, come to think of it. So it'll have multiple purposes. Let's see, the Garamantian fleet still sailing around. Rot-row.
Darkness and despair. The shadow chased the sun ever southward.
Really? It's snowing in Egypt? Seems rather odd.
And behold a pale horse.
Oh no,
And his name
a
that
pale
sat on him
horse.
was Death. And hell
Death?
followed
That sounds
with him.
scary.
I'm so afraid. The flames are actually quite relevant there, I think, because I think the last time I killed Attila, he went up in flame. And what would I care?
He delighted in watching it burn.
Yeah, the East Romans are already dead.
Looked to Attila, and the world trembled.
Yeah, I really honestly can't say I'm scared.
Hope.
Oh no! Attila's here! I'm so scared!
Alright, but that does mean that all of the, the fertility just went down a level. You can see the impact it had on my food, though I'm still in the positive, fortunately. But yeah, the fertility has been artificially decreased, even in Egypt, where climate change doesn't seem likely, but hey, whatever. We're just gonna roll with the punches here, at least until I find a mod that gets rid of the stupid climate change altogether. That would be my favorite, but oh well. We're gonna keep working here on the research. So there we go. We're making a lot more money because of those things that we researched there that don't make sense, but that we're taking advantage of regardless. So one of these helps me recruit a champion. It's right here. We need to do this. Hate to do it because we lose the public order from it in this province, but we're going to do it because I need the champions. So I'll see if I can make up for a little bit of the public order with that building there. We still have plenty of food in this province, and we need to resettle the desolate settlement up at Peritoneum. So that's going to be my next move.
Ready for battle.
We'll go do that. We've got plenty of money, which is good. The fleet is 5 turns from completion, so still a long ways out, but it has some retraining to do anyway. And let's tear this down altogether so that we can put in the camel herds, which means that we... Let's see, I got a bazaar and a palace, so we can recruit champions there as well, which actually means that I shouldn't have done what I did down here. So that was a waste of time. Cancel. Keep what we got. I can already recruit champions elsewhere. We do need to recruit spies, though. They actually come down through a different tree, so I'd have to tear this down to go the route for the spy, which I could. But in this case, let's just take the let's take this gardens route. It gives us quite a bit of public order, but at less food consumption, which in that province might be a nice trade. We could probably build a levy center here. It'll take fairly minimal food consumption as well. That way we have a couple of spots to get Roomha warriors. Let's get a champion trained, because why not? These guys look pretty cool. Wow, +2 replenishment and upkeep costs lessened. Yeah, you're hired. So, and we're gonna stick him right here. Let's put him in this army. Ooh, I think we need to retrain my generals up to the Desert Warlord. That's correct.
Ready for battle. My lord.
There we go. Let's make sure.
We fight for you, my lord.
There we go. Got my generals trained up to the Desert Warlord standard. What do we got in here? Turncoat, a fugitive has arrived. Let's be mean and send him back. Take a hike, chump. Looks like my king has found himself a little wifey here. That's good. So we'll have possibly one legitimate line of the family. Not counting on it at this point, but we'll see. At least money is plentiful for the moment, so... And all that research about lessening the public order effects means that I could probably push companionship tents more, because I may not have as big an impact due to that now. We'll see. Companionship tents, and that just sounds funny. You better enjoy what little time you have left, you Garamantian jerks. Hope the Huns are screwing up everybody else too. That would be pretty funny. I'm quite a ways away from them, so I'm not wildly concerned about any run-ins with the Huns just yet.
Ready for battle.
Gonna go up here and re-establish Peritoneum. It's gonna be pretty expensive.
My lord.
And let's start rebuilding town. Alright. Our champion.
I leave for war.
Go up here and support this army. Let's recruit another champion. Aide de camp. Authority +1. Ooh, +3 attack and melee defense. Take that guy. I want to put him in the army with my king. It's probably be the most appropriate thing. And where was I? So I was building the building for the Roomha warriors up here in Syria. That was right. I was wanting to build it here, but we still need to tear down these two. I need to keep on task here. Alright. Perfect. This guy wants an upgrade. He's a governor. There we go. That'll be a good one for him. Got it. Intern. Let's see where else, if anywhere, we can put up some companionship tents and be able to withstand the beating from the non-state religion. I think we can handle it. It should be fine.
We demand only a modest weight of coin. My master
Really?
always looks kindly on
Yeah, keep dreaming. It's wishful thinking. Perhaps once they lose Gortyna, they will reconsider asking me to pay them money for peace. That is the most utterly ludicrous thing that I could imagine doing right now, paying the Garamantians. That's funny. It's not that funny, but it's funny. Let's see, I'm going to do the Bazaar, because then I think I can train spies down there. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a Weaver. Caravan shelter. What's our food consumption as province? We're good. Let's do that one, gives us a little extra tax rate and stuff. Oriental Harbor, I mean, it gives us a little extra wealth, but it's not that useful at the moment.
It is an honor to
That guy needs to stay where he's at. I don't think this guy any longer needs to be in this province, though. This province seems quite stable at this point, so that's probably a waste of time. I'd like to put the companionship tents in down here, but I'm going to have 7 growth before I can do so. But, I mean, this would be a good place for it. So I'm going to go ahead, though, and get this guy headed that way. And we'll just go ahead and prepare to do so. Like I said, it'll take me a while to get there, but should be able to do it in the end. Just going to put in the camel herd here. And then up here we want a camel herd, and we were going to do something else with this. So, okay, I think a levy center. There we go. Yep. The camel herds are good in the sense that they are climate change proof, which is nice. Apparently, camels don't mind the changing climate. I guess the consumption ran its course, and our folks are no longer sick there. Oh, you're gonna get it, Garamantia. You're gonna get it. Just enjoy your little pleasure cruise. Sweet, another illegitimate birth. My faction just taking care of business. And not in the appropriate way. Alright, we can build a levy center here as well. Food's quite stable in this province. Let's go ahead and build it there so that we have a couple of places I can get access to the Roomha warriors. I'd like to replace those guys with the Roomha warriors. There is a spy out here. Okay, let's see. I'd started down the bazaar chain. Let's go to our provinces and I'll just check through here. Syria's on the positive for food now, which is good. Okay, Palestinia. Let's go camel herd here as well. It says we can train agents in each of this. Check, see what we got. Oh, we can get another champion. Really? That's fantastic. Fatigue rate minus 10%. Cunning +1, authority +1. Let's just go with this one. Support this army. Are these guys losing integrity while they're sitting in a town? What a leader you are, genius. Takes a real winner at that point. Yeah, I don't even know how that's possible, but like I said, we've got a real dingus on our hands there. Alright, let's see what we got. Enables military supply. Let's go with this and this. And then we can do more military training.
I am yours to command.
Let's see. 2 turns till that fleet is ready.
My lord.
Yeah, let's go ahead and end another one. Getting close to getting some more research done. Just kind of banking up some money, moving our assets around. I think we're about ready to lash out at the world, though. We've got plenty of money and should have plenty of power as well. And dealing with the Huns honestly ought to be fairly easy if we can get the Roomha warriors and then just keep armored camel warriors. Honestly, an army of that would be pretty darn effective versus the Huns. At least I think it would be. The Garamantians have another army. Who would have thought? These guys just haven't had enough butt kicking yet, apparently, to suit their needs. I'm going to let them have this, and then I'll just come back down there and take them out. Bring in my army from Peritoneum. Yeah, I don't really know how they can afford such a large fleet and a large army with siege equipment whenever they only possess 2 provinces, neither of which is connected. I find it quite amazing. that they are not starving to death from food shortage. Settlement sacked. I'll bet it was. I'll bet it was. Filthy crotchwads. That cost me a lot of money. And I'm not real pleased about it. Let's see how they like meeting up with my king here. And speaking of my king, I want to get one of these champions down to him. Campaign movement range increase would be handy. And my ships, one more turn, and we're all ready to go take out this Garamantian joke. Okay. Got tons of money. Tons of cash. This agent can go into an agent stance here. We've got a long ways to go before we can build the companionship tents, but what we could do is, rather than focusing on building the bazaar to train the spies, we could put that off and build it later. Just tear that down and we'll build the companionship tents. It'll have a bigger economic impact right away, which is gonna be fine. Growth is slow in a lot of these provinces. For just the maintenance costs, we might as well upgrade any of those structures in our province as well. Let's take a look. This maintenance cost does not much concern me. Now there is still a disease here, consumption. Public order -2. Wonder how long that lasts for. It's kind of annoying. Let's see, was it the quarry? Or the thread maker? I think it's probably the thread maker. 2,500, yeah. Might as well upgrade that too. What's our food look like in this province? Quite stable. May need it for other stuff. Let's just wait and see. Food is kind of close here, so we need to upgrade the camel farms. Only makes sense. We could build a food trader here as well. That would make sure that we stay above disastrous levels. There we go. Let's go ahead and one more turn to get that fleet finished. Let's see if the Garamantians attack my army as well. I've got to level up on a army up in a mesa too. Must have happened after the turn, else it would have been yelling at me to take care of the upgrade. If the Sassanids have not resettled Ctesiphon, I may go ahead and do that. Just to see if I can go ahead and clean it up while there's no threat of them attacking. Yep, break time's over, Garamantia. I got my fleet back. And this time it's better than ever. Disease spreads. Good! Consumption is spreading nicely. Went down here to Yathrib, though I don't have any armies down there. This is like the first time I've had to contend with some type of major disease on Attila, which is what the game was supposedly like all about. Okay. The Garamantians did not attack me, but rather just stayed here. Fortified, apparently. Yeah, fortified or not, I don't think they're gonna do particularly well against me. I get all these meat shield characters too, so let's go ahead and fight this. Gonna go a little bit over time with this episode, but it's okay. It's a weekend. I'll give you a little extra watching. Can't wait to use that fleet, see if we can make any good use of the fire ships. Those two, the battery ships ought to be pretty nice as well. If they have 2 artillery shots on them, that would be pretty handy. Kind of want to just hang back with these guys outside their onager range and wait. Let's get the meat shield troops in from the city to absorb the onager fire. Then we'll attack. Let's go ahead and fast forward.
Look! Friendly banner! Our reinforcements
Yeah, you're just in time, gentlemen. Got a special task for you. Sure you'll be happy about it. If any of these cavalry are raiders, that would be handy, and of course they're not, because I need them. This one is. Be very good at capturing towers, actually, if I can get a hole. I'm gonna hang on to that Desert Raider Cav. I'm gonna move all these troops just into the edge of enemy onager range. Spread them out very wide. Just gonna leave it on fast forward. We'll draw the ammo out of their onager. I don't know if their onagers are even gonna turn to face me, but we'll see. I can't see one of their onager. If it's back there, though, it'll probably start firing. That's right on the edge of tower range, right there. Looks like this onager's gonna turn and fire. That's good. Hopefully that means their other one wants to do the same. Actually, I don't know what that onager's doing. It's wiggling around in some odd manner. I'm thinking about just focusing some Baltha defenders there. Yeah, I was hoping their onagers would open fire, but they are not. Yeah, actually they may be trying to, they're just acting derpy. If they open fire, I'm going to back off with the rest of these troops. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to fire.
We have sighted the enemy!
Let's go ahead and fast forward, see what they're going to do. I'd prefer for their onagers to go ahead and get their ammo out of the way here, but I don't know if the enemy's going to cooperate. Doesn't look like they are. I don't know what in the world they're doing. They're derping out all over the place. Oh, one way or the other, let's move these troops forward just to draw fire. The life of a meat shield. Let's run all these guys in loose formation for now. I'll tighten them back up whenever we come in. And let's bring these guys up, see if they can burn one of the towers down for me and stop the damage that it's going to impart. Let's park my general closer, but outside tower range. Same thing here. Did their onager finally open fire? Yeah, I think it's finally going to now that I've moved all my troops forward. Try and destroy that tower. Let's go ahead and move these guys forward. I want to move these crap troops up even closer so that hopefully the towers continue to fire at them. And then I want to take the spears, work around over here. Same thing here. My general is outside of enemy onager range. That is preferable. And I am going to take these guys. I don't think we're allowed to burn walls on here. I'm gonna charge these spearmen. Oh, they fell back. That was weird. I am taking some pretty heavy onager fire on a few of my units. I was hoping the onagers would just keep targeting the units up front, but they did not. I'm gonna try and bust through these enemy infantry here. Gonna get a little blobby. If by a little I mean a lot. Enemy watchtower is about to be on fire. Let's bring up these mounted skirmishers and this raider cab and see if we can get in there and get another one of their towers out of commission. Unfortunately, they've moved a spear into defensive position here. That's not particularly good for me. Okay, fire damage is going to take its toll. Not good here. All of my guys are blobbed up. Hurry, scoot up, scoot up, scoot up. See if we can get our raiders onto that tower. There we go. Just gonna try and get into this fight. There should be a safe zone for my general up here now. Yeah, and I'm gonna be able to get to this other tower too, it looks like. And my axemen have taken up a commanding position. That's not good, but the Garamantian Lancers kind of called off their charge, so better than it could have been. Let's go ahead and bring these spears in. See if we can get the Garamantian general.
They are trying to take out our general. Defend him.
Okay, my raider cavalry actually managed to get that tower before it. Ooh, it's so close. Get it, get it. I think we're going to get the tower. No. No, we didn't. Maybe we did. Can't tell. Threw away my cheap cavalry, but it's going to end up being worth it. Go ahead and start attacking that tower. Let's chase off their hurlers with one unit and attack these guys in the back with another. Yeah, we're wrapping up their infantry here quite well. Oh yeah, I meant for you to come. Oh no, we've captured that tower. No, we haven't. It's still firing at me. Let's get the armored camel warriors in. Balta defenders are going to jack these guys up pretty bad. Getting in behind them. They're going to do very well versus these spearmen, so that fight's going to go in my favor. Armored camel warriors are into the fort. Let's start laying down a beating. Go after the Garamantian general. Our spears are slowly capturing that tower, and then this tower should come completely under my control, or hopefully it will. Let's finish off those camel warriors. There we go.
The enemy's tower has been destroyed.
It's about dang time. Let's watch the Garamantian general fall to my armored camels. So, a little bit costly in this battle, but we will defeat the fortified Garamantian army. Yeah, this Desert Chieftain should not do particularly well versus the armored camel. It does have the support of towers nearby firing though, which are definitely going to help. And it is holding out a surprisingly long time.
This bodes well.
Let's get over there. Let's actually take this guy out here and kill that. Just get over here. Good grief, their general is holding out like a beast. Only a couple of men left in this unit. One of them must be their general. Looks like their general's gone. Yeah, I think we've got their guys all taken care of here, so this is good. So, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. That is going to be all the time I have. I'll wait for the loadout, but destroyed the Garamantian army with relative ease there. Infantry superiority for sure. I mean, those are decent spears, the one they have there, but they're not great. The biggest thing they have going for them is they have precursor javelins. I'm actually not going to take them on. I'm going to kill the captives. And please explain to me how their general escaped that when they were fighting to the death. I don't think so. You're not getting away from this one, pal. That's absolutely ridiculous that he got away from that thing. How do you escape being completely surrounded in a fort that I owned all the entrances to? Wishful thinking. There we go. So the Garamantian scum got their due. I will see you all in the next episode. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.